Secretary Gregory Domingo, Secretary Almendras, Secretary Abad, whom we all like, Secretary Bertie Lim, Secretary Babe Singson. Baka hindi na ho tayo matapos sa kakabate. Pero siyempre kailangan kong batiin si Torny Gasgo, na kung hindi dahil sa kanyang tulong ay wala ako sa harapan niyo. Governor Lito Osmeña, who is also, I consider, one of my mentors. Together with Manong Raul Del Mar, BSP Governor Amado Tetanco, our Regional Director, Steria Caberte, Governor Board of Investments, Yeristana, President of the Cebu CCI, Samuel Choson, Mr. Edward Du, President Negros Oriental Chamber of Commerce, Marietta Gasatan, President of the Bohol CCI, Francis Monera, VP for the Visayas of the Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Roberto Pahermo of the Secure CCI. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is really an honor to be here in Cebu in the presence of such distinguished business leaders. It is my first time here as president, and I'm here to personally inform you that there is renewed interest among foreign businessmen to invest in the Philippines. Our victory in the last election would not have been possible without your support. And I want to thank you again for giving me more than 50% of the vote for Cebu, and the rest were divided amongst the multitude of my opponents. Okay. As usual, ang galing na naman talaga pumili na Cebuano. Thankfully, this euphoria has resonated and is evident in the business sector. Some of the business leaders who were turned off by the corruption and uncertainty in our economy and politics over the last decade have expressed a desire to invest again in the Philippines. This is consistent with the report that we have received from Secretary of Trade Greg Domingo and Secretary of Finance Cesar Purisima, who visited the United States just last month to boost trade and economic relations between the U.S. and the Philippines. The prognosis is good, that we can offer a better business environment for the investors. Actually, the prognosis is very, very good, but we are humble, kaya good na lang muna. There are positive signs of recovery early in our administration on our journey towards a straight and righteous path. We are already experiencing real signs of progress. For example, the Philippine stock market index has gone from high to high. Also, our administration recently sold 44.109 billion pesos worth of 10-year Philippine peso global bonds. This marks the first ever local currency denominated offshore issuance by the Republic and is also the first deal of its kind out of Asia. The recent global bond offering raised $1 billion for the Philippines, with the issue being 13 times oversubscribed. The bonds offered a reasonable yield of 5%, and because it is denominated in pesos, there is no foreign exchange risk for us. Portfolio investments usually precede direct investments. There are some who have already shown interest and want, for example, to build an expressway from Manila that will pass through Bulacan, Nueva Ecija, Nueva Vizcaya, until the end of the Cagayan Valley. If this project pushes through, our government will save billions of pesos that can be used to fund other programs such as social services. With your creativity, dynamism, initiative, and confidence, you here in Cebu and the whole of Region 7 are well poised to take advantage of this business and economic climate. One of the potential, and I stress potential at this point in time, public-private partnerships projects listed down by our economic managers is the redevelopment and upgrading of the Mactan International Airport in response to the queries you had earlier. However, some improvements will also be seen in the near future. Number one, a new instrument landing system is to be installed in the next few months. And 8 new air bridges will be bidded out in order for us to finally retire and replace the old ones. Another project on our PPP list is the establishment of a cold chain system from Mindanao to Cebu and Manila, among other routes. With help from the private sector, we hope to see these projects into reality. With this, we can hope for significant increases on the number of tourist arrivals, which will in turn provide the climate for more successful entrepreneurs to thrive. We want to hear from you on what other infrastructure projects you think is needed in Cebu, and we heard already this morning, so that we can stay on as an engine. More work needs to be done to help you along. We are addressing the power situation, and Secretary of Energy Rene Almendras, who has been constantly losing weight, can walk you through the details. The government is seriously considering liberalizing air transport to make it easier for people to come to Cebu and to other parts of the country. This is the essence of the public-private partnerships that I was talking about in my State of the Nation address, that working together, government and business can achieve mutual goals that benefit the entire nation. As our administration strives to further enhance business conditions here in Cebu, I know that you will continue to thrive. As your businesses grow, they will employ more people and pay more taxes. You can count on us to do our part. Maayong hapon ug daghang kaayong salamat sa inyong tanan.